Welcome back to the Galley of the Sun. In this video, we're going to be making smoky, cheesy, Hatch Green Chile chicken enchiladas. Now, this video is all about planning. Planning makes damn near everything go better. I spent hours planning this video. If I didn't, it would suck. Now, don't get me wrong. It still may suck, but it's going to suck at least 53% less because I plan. So, you could take the ingredients for these enchiladas and in about 2 hours put together some damn good enchiladas. But why cook damn good enchiladas when with a little bit of planning you can make legendary enchiladas? I'm talking enchiladas people will sing songs about. Enchiladas that will make undergarments hit the floor at terminal velocity. So, here we are on Enchilada Eve with a plan to make legendary enchiladas. And that's going to start with brining the chicken. So I have my chicken thighs here, I got a little bit of water, my bag's ready to go, and we're going to use Sweetwater Spice Trace Chilies brine. Now, you could use any flavor brine that you want to, but Sweetwater Spice has about 8 different flavors. 6 of them would be fantastic in an enchilada. We already got our cup of water. We're going to add a cup of this concentrated brine. Put our chicken in the bag. And then put the brine in the chicken. Now all we got left, wash our paws, get this bag sealed up, get the chicken moving around with that brine a little bit, and chuck it in the fridge. Tomorrow, we'll take it out and make some magic happen.
And the next day, and the next, and another day.
All right, we are back. It is enchilada day. The chicken has been brining overnight. Now to do some magic. So to get that smoky flavor, we're gonna do it 3 ways. First, the first way. First, way number 1. We got our chicken out of the brine. First, we got our chicken, gotta get it out of the brine. So we're gonna take this, get it drained, get the chicken on a pan. A lot of times you want to pat your chicken dry. It's not really important that this chicken is crispy because it's going to go into chicken broth and the onions and the peppers, so it wouldn't hold its crisp anyway. Being wet, it's going to allow it to absorb more smoke flavor. Get them out of the brine, get them in a pan, get them laid out here. So I have the smoker set to 220 degrees. Why 220? I need to get these chicken thighs up to about 165 degrees, but I want them to cook as slow as possible to absorb as much smoke flavor as they can. What I have in my smoker is Cabela's brand roasted garlic and beer flavored pellets, because why not? All right, so to make sure that we know when our chicken is ready, I'm going to use my meter probes here, find the 2 fattest pieces of meat, and get this probe right in the center. There we go for that one, right in the center of that one. Okay, those are the 2 thickest, meatiest parts that I could find. Now we are off to the smoker.
A few moments later.
All right, here we are in the backyard of the Oasis. That's what we call the house here at the Galley of the Sun. You can see that the smoke is almost clear now, not a lot of color to it. If you put it in too early before the smoker's ready, you're gonna get a bitter flavor. Now, on with the chicken. Gonna put this on the top shelf. On the top over towards the chimney. That's where we're gonna get the most smoke flavor. All right, they're on. Now we wait. All right, we're back. It's been about an hour. The chicken's been soaking up that fantastic smoke flavor. Thighs are at 165. Time to pull them and then prep the grill for fire roasting the peppers, the onions, and the tomatoes. Okay, the chicken's off. Now we have to pull the plate so we can get that direct cooking onto our peppers, onions, and tomatoes to fire roast them. Plate's off. Now we're going to take our temperature up to about 450 degrees. So we got to prep our onions, peppers, tomato. All right, so now the chicken is cooling before we shred it. I need to prep the vegetables to fire roast them. Simply take the vegetables, hit them with a little bit of oil and butter flavored oil, because why not? And the onion. And you can see I peeled away the outer layers so I have more of the white there. Get more of the flavor in the onion. We're going to end up peeling everything that gets charred, but still we're getting more of that smoky flavor in the onions, peppers, and tomato. So this is step 2 of adding our smoky flavor. As soon as the grill hits the temperature, it's back to the grill. Okay, we got the grill at 450. Now it's time to fire roast those vegetables. The goal here is to get a char on all sides of the vegetables. So we're gonna give them about 3 minutes per side and then flip them around. Alrighty, it's been 3 minutes, let's take a look. Got some char marks there. Get our peppers flipped. It's a little hot. All right, 3 more minutes. All right, time for another flip. Yep, getting some good charring going on. All right, we're looking good. Time to pull them. Now we got to set the grill back up for some indirect cooking. All right, divider plate back in, top shelf back in. And I'm going to leave it open as I take this down from 450 to 350. Now we go inside and put together some enchiladas. Since we've been away, what I've done is I've taken an 8-ounce block of pepper jack cheese, got that shredded up. I have gone ahead and got my chicken broth ready. There's a half a cup there. All the amounts are down in the description. Got a half a teaspoon of Mexican oregano, half a teaspoon of cumin, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I diced my chicken up, all ready to go. The onion, diced that up. The tomato, I de-seeded it and deveined, diced up, and then we're ready to mix the filling. And then we'll put the enchiladas together and then back to the smoker for the final cook. As soon as I got the peppers inside, put them into a Ziploc bag and sealed it up. That allows the steam to build up and separate the skin away from the meat. And then it's a relatively easy process. If you can get the pepper cut to where it lays out in one big sheet, it is a lot easier. They don't always cooperate, but this one appears to be. So there we go. Just scrape those seeds out. We scrape the membrane out and the seeds out, and all we want to keep is that good meat of the pepper. Now on the back, and that skin just peels right off. If you don't get all of it, don't sweat, but the more that you get, the better. You can use your knife to scrape it off, but this is peeling right off. All right. Got that off. Now we're just going to dice this up. I'm going to do the last 2 peppers and then it's over to the stove. All right, just go ahead and throw that on top of your onions and tomatoes because they're all going in together. Now we make the filling. So I got my skillet on the stove, gonna heat that to medium. Okay, we're lit. Get us a splash of avocado oil in there. Once that heats up, we'll be adding our garlic. Just like the recipe says, 3 cloves. If you like garlic a lot, put more in there, feel free, not gonna hurt. Never have too much garlic. All right, the garlic's in. We're just going to mix that around a little bit until we smell that fantastic garlic aroma. Just takes a few seconds. Now remember, all these ingredients are already cooked, so all we're doing is warming them up and melding them together. Garlic's smelling great. In with the tomatoes, the peppers, onions, the cumin, Mexican oregano, and salt. Smells amazing already. And with the chicken broth. And last but not least, that delicious trace chili brined smoked chicken thighs, all cut up into little enchilada friendly slivers. Now we get that all mixed up so those flavors can meld together. I'm gonna leave that right there and let it simmer. Next, we get our tortillas ready and get ready to make the magic happen. Okay, now what I'm doing in this pan is warming up a little bit of heavy cream. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dip our tortilla in the heavy cream to make it nice and pliable. Then we're gonna set it aside. We're gonna hit it with a line of sour cream. Then we're gonna put a little bit of cheese in it, a little bit of the filling, and into the casserole dish. Once we have the casserole dish filled up, then some more magic's gonna happen. All right, you don't want to cook your heavy cream, you just want to get it warm to help get that tortilla nice and pliable so it doesn't break on you. My family likes flour tortillas more than corn tortillas, so corn tortillas, it is much more important to get them dipped in this heavy cream so they won't break on you. Flour tortillas are quite a bit tougher, but you still want to dip them in the heavy cream just for the taste and to make them nice and soft like you want an enchilada. First tortilla goes in. Get that submerged. Okay, we're there. Try and get most of the heavy cream off of it because this is going to go into the final product. So we want to save as much of that heavy cream as possible. Set it over here. Hit it with a line of sour cream. Just like that. Just a little bit of cheese because we want to have plenty for the top. Then some filling. Make sure you get some onions, tomatoes, and chicken in there. Fantastic. We got a good mixture. Roll that up into the casserole dish. And then repeat until you run out of tortillas or they're well packed in there. So any leftover meat that you have, just put that over the top of it. Be right back as soon as I have all of them wrapped up. As you can see, my pan is full, but I still have some filling left over. I still have some cheese left over. I still have some heavy cream left over. That's fine. This all goes together. So first what you're going to do is add all the rest of your filling that you had left over the top. Get that good and spread out. Then we're going to hit it with the rest of the cheese. Get that good and spread out. And then the remainder of the heavy cream. This is really what makes the magic in this enchilada. Now we're off to the smoker. So normally if you were making these enchiladas in your oven, you would cover it with foil, cook it for about 30 minutes, and then take the foil off so you can get that cheese on the top nice and melty and maybe a little bit browned. Since we're cooking it in the smoker to get that smoke flavor, that foil just doesn't make sense. So we're going to put this out there. The smoker's set to 350 degrees. We're going to let this go for about a half hour. Take a look at it. Make sure it doesn't look too dry or anything. Make sure it looks pretty. Remember, everything in here has already been cooked. We're just bringing this all together, melting the cheese, and warming the whole thing up. Be right back. Take a look at that. Enchiladas that will make undergarments. Hit the floor at terminal velocity. Let's get this plated up and give it a try. The smoke flavor's there. It is creamy, it is cheesy, it is fantastic. So give this a try. If you like what you saw here, hit the like button, leave us a comment. If you believe that blenders should not be tested with live puppies, then hit the subscribe button, okay? See you next time on Galley of the Sun.